Right now, in the state of Kentucky, we are seeing the most expensive primary election for United States House seat in the history of the United States. This all comes back on one man who $30 million has been spent to make sure he does not get in office. Thomas Massie, you have my vote if I could. We're going to break down who is Thomas Massie. Why does the establishment not want him in office? And what exactly is going on up there in Kentucky right now? We're going to break it all down. I'm Jarrod Wright. This is the Right Wing, and let's get into it. This race in Kentucky is one of the craziest events I've ever personally seen. Now, I am 26 years old. I'm not that old in the grand scheme of things. But what's going on in Kentucky is somewhat unheard of. That's why everyone is talking about it. At the time of release, this will be on Election Day there in Kentucky. We will know later today whether or not Thomas Massie won or not, whether he beat all of the odds and $30 million being thrown to smear his name. Now you may ask, why Thomas Massie? Why his name? What is the big deal about this race? It really comes down to one thing, and that is, will Trump release the Epstein files? That's what it comes down to. Thomas has claimed to be the most conservative man in all of politics, all of mainstream politics for that matter, at least. He continually votes for things like being anti-abortion, being anti-illegal immigration, being pro-gun, and in the case of today's day and age, being pro-arrest and maybe more all the people in the Epstein files. And also, we don't want to go to war with Iran. We don't want to send money to Israel. He does not take money from AIPAC. So you're asking, well, man, this guy sounds pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Thomas Massie, die hard or anything. I think he's a great guy. He would 100% have my vote. I think he's a little wishy-washy in some places, but for the most part, yeah, he's pretty good. Matter of fact, his score when it comes to voting is a 92%. It's one of the highest in all of Congress, if not the highest. And the only time he ever even deviates from the Republican Party is when it comes to sending money to Israel, fighting Israel's wars, or, random crap that he just doesn't agree with. He thinks goes against the Constitution because it most likely does. For instance, they paint him as a pro-illegal immigration guy, that he wants them to come here simply because he voted no on a bill that expanded surveillance rights to the government. He says, no, that's not good. I'm not for giving the government more surveillance rights so that we can deport people. That's not what this is about. We can do it without those things. But people say, oh, he loves the illegal immigrants. It's not true. It's not true at all. So what exactly is going on in Kentucky? I mean, what's going on? But let's just go all the way through his beliefs, right? I have this pulled up just because I want to see. This is coming from his official site, by the way. I'm just reading it off. He is pro-life. Life begins at conception. He believes that 100%. Anti-abortion. From what I understand, he wants to ban abortion. He's also against embryonic stem cell research. He's against it. He believes in the Second Amendment. He believes this is a constitutional right, and you cannot take it away, fitting that this is number 2 on the list. He wants to defend the Constitution, first and foremost. His fiscal responsibility means that we shouldn't be spending all kinds of money, and we definitely shouldn't be taking that money and sending it to other nations. Pretty straightforward, and he does believe in border security. He's anti-immigration, anti-illegal immigration. He believes we need strong borders. He was a big proponent of that whenever Trump said it. This guy is not inherently anti-Trump or Trump's policies per se, at least not the main ones. Now, Trump has actually went back on most of these. If we're calling Massie a liberal, we need to have a discussion about what is Trump then. Trump's allowing transgenderism, Trump's allowing abortion, Trump's allowing people to come across the border, Trump's not deporting people, and Trump's sending all of our money overseas. The only thing you can even argue is Second Amendment. And at this point, 80% of the nation agrees with that. So what would even be the point? So Massie seems pretty straightforward. He seems like, hey, this is a good guy. Why would we not vote for him? Well, whenever you go out and you say, hey, maybe we should arrest all the pedophiles in office, pedophiles all across the nation in office or not, funny enough, that upsets the elites for some reason. So who is running against Massie? Who is this guy? Let's just go down his entire thing. His name is Ed Gallrein. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a weird little name. Now, don't get me wrong. He's an ex-Navy SEAL, a retired Navy SEAL, I should say, not ex. They're picky about their names sometimes. So I don't want to offend anybody. I know once a Marine, always a Marine. I assume it works the same for Navy SEALs. And he runs on America First. We know it's not. It's MAGA. He runs on the same platform. This is just reading them off the list. Cut taxes, secure the border, defend gun rights, protect the unborn, end the woke agenda, DEI in schools, so on and so forth. whatever. It's the same agenda. It's the same exact agenda, except pro-Israel, pro-Iran war, and especially extra hardcore pro-Trump, which is why Trump got his bid. So what is the deal? Like, why is this such a big deal? This is not even the actual race. This is just a primary to see who's going to run in the actual race against the Democrat. What's the big deal? Why not just run Thomas Massie? Is this worth $30 million to donors? Because apparently it is. They do not want to see Massie in office because he upsets their agenda. Who are these elites, you may wonder? I'll give you a little hint. Most of the time they wear like a little hat, and it's just the back side of it. Sometimes they have hair that comes down. Just two little strips right here, sometimes really curly. That's who the big donors are. That's who the people trying to stop this are, in case you're wondering. And should it come as, any surprise to you at this point? I mean, is it even a surprise? So, in the spirit of things, I want to talk about what exactly is going on. At the time of filming, this is Monday. It'll be posted tomorrow, Tuesday. This has been a crazy day. Everyone is smearing Thomas Massie's name. Now, I've actually watched videos of people that I know and that I'm mutual friends with through many things, walking around Thomas Massie's farm, eating the fruit he picked off of his tree. I mean, the guy built his log cabin out of the wood from his farm. He seems like a pretty down-to-earth guy. He seems like a guy hey, we'd want to hang out with. I'm wearing the cowboy hat. I got this flannel on. This is my daily kind of attire. This is who I am. This is what I wear. I think I get along with the guy pretty good. I've obviously never met him. I would love to one day. Thomas, if you're seeing this, let's do an interview sometime. Let's get together, right? He seems like a cool guy, but there is a major smear campaign running right now. It's been money against him for weeks, right? Months, you could even say, to the point where he was not even favored to win anymore. He was a massive favorite to begin with. It went all the way down in Poly Market. He wasn't even favored up until the time in which Dan Bilzerian began posting and other major name influencers said, hey, look, we have to keep this guy in office. This is our hope. This is what we need if we're going to address this Israel issue. That's what it came down to. And all of a sudden, he had a big jump overnight. And they said, oh, crap. Oh, crap. Now, what I want to look at is what Laura Loomer posted today. Let's just share the screen with you. Now, you should be able to see this screen here. Oh, Laura Loomer, because this is what's hilarious. If you don't know who Laura Loomer is, she is super MAGA, right? She is like Trump's #1 goy. She's a super Jew. I think she's a transgender. This is Larry Loomer, is what people call her. She's really scary to look at, honestly. She's kind of really scary. You can kind of tell there. That's just a little peek at her, right? Let's just read this together. Exclusive. During my 2-hour exclusive interview with Cynthia West, she explained in greater detail the sexual things that Thomas Massie asked her to do that she didn't want to do. She told me that when they would have sex, Massie would ask her to tell him dirty and pornographic stories that included fake scenarios about him meeting up with other married couples and girls as young as 19 or 20. Full-grown adults, by the way. They're upset about full-grown adults, not the children in the Epstein files, and that's why they're going after Massie. Real odd circular moment here. He was fantasizing about them allegedly, and they're 19 or 20. Cynthia recalls telling him that the young women he wanted her to tell made up sexual stories about was in similar age to his daughter, and she declined and refused to indulge his sexual demands because Cynthia felt it was demeaning, gross, and inappropriate. She recounted one instance where Massie told her they were even going to meet up with the couple that he demanded that she sexualize in stories while they were intimate. I asked her if she was suggesting Massie was asking her to engage in swinger meetups. She said yes. And this is all on video I'm releasing today. This is just her, not an actual video of Massie. This is on video of Laura Loomer. Cynthia told me that when she had told Massie no and she didn't want to meet up with swingers and who he said did cocaine, he became angry and told her, you were selfish for not satisfying my needs. The full interview will be up, blah, blah, blah. Apparently this is her, right? I mean, this is just kind of ridiculous if we're being honest here. What is the point of this, Laura Loomer? You're trying to degrade this man by going after his sexual tendencies, alleged sexual tendencies from a disgruntled ex-girlfriend who's probably going to smear the whole thing. And the biggest thing you have against him is the fact that apparently he fantasized about 19 and 20-year-old girls, allegedly. Full-grown adults who have the capabilities to make whatever decisions they want to. Now, I do not promote any sort of sodomy or any sort of sex outside of marriage. I don't support that. I'm a Christian nationalist. I want you to wait until you're married and only have sex within your marriage. I believe that's the best way to do this. I don't know whether Thomas Massie believes that or not. I don't even want to get into it with him because that's the least of my concerns at this point in time. But the fact that this is the smear campaign is Laura Loomer, who's actually known for going around and asking people to hook up so she has blackmail on them. Yes, this is true. There's literally videos of it where she's like all drunk at a bar rubbing up on this dude. It's ridiculous. Just, you should go find it. It's on X somewhere, as everything always is. But she's upset that apparently Thomas Massie was a man and had sexual tendencies. What are we even saying here? This is the big smear campaign nowadays. And like I said, what's even crazier, the big, oh, we got him now, is that he was fantasizing about full-grown adults who can make their own decisions and are 100% legally allowed to do that. Now, whenever all these things happen with children, legitimate children, they don't care. Matter of fact, they start the smear campaign against Massie because he was talking about them doing these things with children. And their smear campaign includes, he wanted to have sex with consenting adults. What? This is honestly the world we live in. And so you talk about the stereotypes of Jews being so smart. They have the highest IQs in this, right there with Asians. And then they do bull crap like this, and you're like, are they really? Or are they just retarded? I mean, what is the point of this? What is the point of this whole story? I don't understand it. And this is just the ridiculousness of the whole smear campaign against Massie. And this is just a small snippet of it. If we want to see real change in America, we're going to have to get rid of Israel. They have to get out of our government, and we have to stop giving them money and fighting their wars. It's as simple as that. That's how we save this nation. That's what Massie's about. He's about, let's have real talk, let's defend the Constitution, let's protect people's rights, and let's get rid of Israel. They shouldn't be here. They should not meddle in our business. And that makes the mainstream people pretty upset, in case you were wondering. They definitely don't like that. What else can you say? What else can you say about the entire situation? I don't even know. Thomas, you got my vote. I hope you win today. For those of you that are watching it here on Election Day, it's a day before for me filming. Massie, you're the guy. I hope you win it. You deserve it. In all reality, my prayers are going up. Right. I'm Jarrod Wright. This is the Right Wing. Make sure you hit the like, follow, subscribe. And in case you were wondering, we have merch now. For those of you who don't follow on Instagram, we have merch. Look at this. Are you serious? This is sick. That's the back. Here's the front. This is way more than this. I have some that say the same phrase, Anti-Israel Goyim Club, on the front in big letters. We have lots of designs. We have hats. We have different shirts. There's some that say red-pilled Goyim. Some that say things like, I can't actually say that word on here. You got to check it out, therightwing.com. Don't forget the W in my last name, just like the show is called. Definitely go check it out. You're going to get prompted to get a discount code, join an email list. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to spam you with emails. I don't even think I've actually sent an email yet. It's just so you can get a discount. And this is how you support me. I don't make any money. I'm still in my shop, in case you're wondering. The most expensive thing in here that I've had to buy is that light that's over in the corner over there. So I'm not making money off of this. Just a little bit to help me support what I do. If you appreciate me, hit the subscribe button. Maybe buy a couple shirts. Hand them out, right? Birthdays. It's summertime. I wear mine all the time. Anyways, like I said, I'm Jarrod Wright. I appreciate you. Make sure you come back for the next episode.